Teresa Randall with her fine ass. Teresa, girl, why you ain't called me? I be DMing you, girl. I be sending you messages. You know I like them old cougar women. Hello, lovers. If you have not already done so, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to my success here on YouTube. And if you do not have a retirement/investment plan in place through your employer, please check out the Acorn app below. Find out how Google, Apple, Chase, JP Morgan, all those rich motherfuckers can work for you. Now, let's talk about Bad Boys 3. So y'all, I'm gonna do this a little different. It's gonna be some spoilers in it, but child, the movie was so funny to me and nostalgic that I was like, ooh, I know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the top 10 reasons as to why y'all hussies need to see Bad Boys 3. When I tell you, when I seen Will Smith with that black hair, I said, nigga, when y'all gonna let it go? When y'all gonna let it go? All them is grayed up. We know that Will Smith has a head full of gray hair. It was a joke on there, and it was quite funny when Martin was actually teasing Will Smith for putting Beijing in his beard. I'm saying to myself, well, Martin, you got Beijing all over you too. I think he called it chestnut, men's chest, dark chestnut beard, you know, dye, whatever it was. But that was funny to me. And they kind of let, you know, like some little grays peek out here and there. But Will Smith, we know that head is more white than black. We know it's more salt than pepper. Okay. I wish you men would stop thinking that, you know, women are not attracted to the gray in a beard. That's just crazy to me. Y'all need to get that together because women, we find that attractive. We find gray attractive. As long as you're wearing it well and it's groomed, we love it. So maybe y'all need to let that shit go. It's just funny to me because, men, if you think we don't see you, we see you, okay? We see you with that, you know, with the Beijing in your beard. We see it. Like, the second thing is because finally a movie understands when you got all that action and the car chasing that they utilized an American car. I will always say this. The reason why American cars do not sell as well as foreign cars, one, because the motherfuckers be, you know, I mean, I don't know. Maybe, you know, American companies don't put all the love and care into making their cars the same way that, you know, a Japanese maker would, or German engineering. You know, I do have a BMW, but I used to drive Chevys, okay? But during a car chase, they utilized a Jeep Cherokee, okay? Good job. What's the name? Birkenhammer, Birkenstock, Beefstock, whatever. Thank you for using an American car in your movie during a car chase because they either using Porsches, Ferraris, Audis, and what that does is it makes the people hype because, you know, men like, you know, flashes and, you know, what else do men like? Flashes, you know, sex, cars. Yeah, you know, like blowing up stuff like that. So they want to see a fast car. You know, and then when they see that fast car, they be like, oh, yes, I want that fast car. Y'all, the twist. How can I say this without saying this? Yeah, Mike Lowry falls in love or fell in love. There was a situation where he fell in love in this movie, okay? Oh, and yeah, a child was produced. Yeah. Oh, I just gave y'all a whole, my bad. That's all. I ain't telling you everything, but it was a child that was produced, okay? He fell in love with Griselda Blanco, okay? And had a baby by Griselda Blanco. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I ain't seen it yet. You need to go see that motherfucker because it's hilarious. Now, in the beginning, it was a little slow, you know, but hey, yeah, Griselda Blanco, she wasn't nothing to play with. You heard me. That would take me to the fourth one, Griselda Blanco. Okay? The fourth reason why you need to see this movie. Oh, that she was a magnanimous situation. She was an old Latina, okay? She was older and she was sexy, child. Looked like she'd be lifting weights because the bitch was in jail. I didn't know that bitches be lifting weight in jail. I didn't know that. That's not my life. I don't know that. But that bitch was working out. She was something awesome. She was kicking ass. Griselda Blanco was kicking ass in this movie. I said, damn. Y'all, if y'all don't see this movie for nothing else, Griselda Blanco. She was a witch. She was a married witch in the movie. I know you like, what, Nay? Motherfucker, go see the movie. Fifth reason to see this movie was the old versus new. Because let's keep it real. Bad Boys, Bad Boys 2, I think, was made in 2004. That was awesome. Now, they could be jumping around, having them a good goddamn time because they still a little young. Okay, was that about 15, 16 years ago? Something like that? Okay, but and then wait a minute, why was he talking about retiring back then? Child bang, didn't make no sense. But you know that Marcus, if he didn't say that he was going to retire in this movie, then it wouldn't be right. Okay, because that's what he say in every goddamn Bad Boys. I'm retired. You know. Of course, Mike Lowry, don't retire. You too young. We having fun. Always the same bullshit. You know, always the same bullshit. That's what's the part that kind of blew me about the movie. I said, damn, y'all ain't even gonna change that, Clarence. The nigga tried to retire the first two movies. Now here he is in the third movie and that nigga still ain't retired. Man, get the fuck out of here. Getting back to what I was trying to say about point 5, the old versus new. So they had created this whole new unit, right? And it was called ammo. And what they did was analyze different parts ammo. Oh my God, this shit is so good, girl. What they do is they analyze, you know, bullets and stuff like that to see where they came from, who made it, right? And their team was young, okay? It was like young, fresh, smart, young people, right? And it was a character that was a part of that team who kept calling Will Smith Pop. And, you know, Pop, his ego wasn't allowing him to be called Pop by some young dude. He was like, I'll whoop your ass, young boy. Okay, Grandpa. It was getting up underneath his skin. Will Smith, you could see him seething because he is actually an old man that put Beijing in his belly. Ended up happening was it was a good lesson to Mike Lowry, okay? Because Mike Lowry thought that he was still Mike Lowry when he got in that line to go into the club. Okay, he was in a line. The girls was like, Granddaddy, your name is nowhere on here, Granddaddy. I'm sorry. The young dude who he had the little discrepancy with earlier had came out and was like, hey, this is my Uncle Mike and my Uncle Marcus. Let him in. That was a wake-up call. Let me tell you something. You old-ass men that be in the club, that be thinking that y'all be young, we be laughing at you. Okay, we be laughing at that now because the motherfuckers be like, why is this old bitch in the club? But that's why I don't really, I mean, I might do a go-go back home because go-go's are endless. You could be 97 and be in a go-go. But at any rate, guys, what I thought was real impressive of the movie to do was they actually put in your face, these niggas is getting old. Okay, and they looked like the old niggas in the club. That was funny. So the next one is number 6, Mike Lowry's wardrobe. I'm lost. I'm so lost. Did the costume director say, let's just put like some young kid? I don't know. I wasn't impressed by the costume director. Like, I mean, what was you putting on Mike Lowry? Were they responsible for that Beijing in your beard, brother? Like, what did you, it was like he had on, it just didn't work well with him. Like, to me, Mike Lowry looked his best in Suits. And it was like they dressed him up in like jean outfits, like the jean jacket, the jean pants. He looked like Offset, and I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with Mike Lowry. I mean, did they make him look like an old man trying to look young intentionally? Like, I wasn't impressed because normally Mike Lowry dresses very, very well. You know, he's just the old man in the club now. 7, the dynamic between Martin and Will Smith, it never changes. It is awesome. And let me say this. Recently, they had a post on IG where Martin Lawrence was buying Will Smith a pair of shoes. Now, if y'all don't remember, I'm sure Martin was begging for this Bad Boy 3. Okay? And I'm glad that he did it, that Will Smith broke down and he did it, because Martin needed that, you know, because with reading this Morris Day book and, you know, and doing my book reviews, you know, the higher you climb, the harder you fall, you know. So when you're not in the forefront anymore, you know, you can become depressed because, you know, people aren't looking at you the same way. They're looking at you like you fell off. So with Martin being pushed back in the forefront with this movie with Bad Boys, and it's clear. I didn't know that Martin Lawrence was so old, but Martin, I'm not even playing with you, brother. I mean, he looked well. He looked better because he had got chubby. You know, sometimes niggas get diabetes. It happens, you know, but he looked much better than what he looked 2 years ago because he had gained a little weight. You know, he still had a lot of weight in his face. He still had the diabetes face, you know, but he looked very well. And they did it well because Mike Lowry was still jumping all over the place, putting that work in, you know. Marcus, on the other hand, you should see this movie. It's because of the cast. They kept the entire cast. I loved it. Teresa Randall with her fine ass. Teresa, girl, why you ain't called me? I be DMing you, girl. I be sending you messages. You know I like them old cougar women. You know, I know I'm married to a whole woman. I know I'm married. But Teresa, girl, why you don't hit me back, girl? Boy, remember the boy that they tried to scare from dating the little girl? He was in the movie. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, what I don't like, nigger, America, nigga, the little boy was in the military. The car chases and the action, okay? And the fighting. Ooh. Let me tell you something. Will Smith does it for me every daggone time. Now, I was kind of mad. Listen, Clarence, listen. I was kind of disappointed that motherfucker didn't take his shirt off. Did he take his shirt off? But I was disappointed that nigga didn't take his shirt off. Because, you know, I mean, who goes to see a Will Smith movie and the motherfucker ain't naked? All us old bitches want to see Will Smith with no shirt on. You failed us, Will Smith. Motherfucker, you failed us. I don't know. Will Smithy? Nigga, you wrong. You ain't take your shirt off once. What kind of movie is this? What kind of Will Smith movie is this? You ain't taking your damn shirt off. Trickery. This is trickery, I tell you. What they incorporated into this movie that was amazing. And I know you're like, Nay, is everything amazing? Yes. Everything was amazing except for the fact that Will Smith didn't take his shirt off. Okay? But what was amazing, okay, was that they incorporated in this movie prayer and rubber bullets. What them rubber bullets can do to a person, I didn't know that rubber bullets did that to a person, child. I didn't know that, but it get it done. It gets it done. But they use that in place of killing some of these people, okay? And I love that. Oh, and the prayer part, the prayer. Because, hey, they had to incorporate prayer in this one, and I love that. Ain't nothing wrong with dropping to your knees and asking Jesus Christ, Lord above, please help me, guide me, give me wisdom. Sometimes, when we doing fucked up shit and then we get caught. Oh, am I cussing talking about God at the same time? Okay, let's scratch that. Leave that there. Leave it alone. The next one is Mike Lowry's son. Yes, motherfuckers. Mike Lowry has a son. Oh, and he's all spectacular spectacle. Okay? He part Mike Lowry, part Griselda Blanco. Oh, I just told you that. Okay, that's a spoiler. Okay, that's fucked up. I'm sorry. But he's all spectacular thing. Part Griselda Blanco, part Mark Lowry. You know that motherfucker is a beast. You heard me. Oh my God. He's visually a beast. He's like the same size, same shape, and everything as Mark Lowry. That man, hey, the fight scenes between them two was like, oh yeah. At any rate, lovers, if you have not already done so, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. And remember this. The same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. Naysayers, my patron loves. Have a good one. Peace.